and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here with our brand new locomotive. We did pick up a Ruby Basin. Went ahead numbered this number 3 for the NG Railroad. We will be trying to take this up the new line up over to the coal mine. So this is we have tested the rail. We do know it works, but haven't done it with anything near this heavy. We ran some 2 and 4 car loads up there just to make sure that it was working. So we will turn around and just back this up a little bit. Definitely alternative routes to run this on the layout. Here you can run it out through the smelter and come zooming around that way if you're going after rails. But just decided to kind of run this one all up with beams, as we do have some rails up there. So if we can get some beams up there, or get some get some of the wood beams up there, that's going to kind of get us going the direction we need to go. This route does vary up to 4.5% on its steepness. On the grade, nothing too crazy. There is some 4.5%, so it'll be interesting to see if we can pull this much weight up it. Did step up quite a bit in power to this loco, and where the Mason Bogey was doing 4 cars just fine with plenty left over, I figured this will probably get it done. Backed up and ready to go. One with the Ruby Basin, just money wise for the power, hard to beat it. Not quite tier 7 yet. We have progressed up pretty decent up to tier 6, so we did have the choice. I debated between this one and the Tweetsy. This one's so much cheaper for the amount of power, and the Tweetsy's pretty close to the new one, so I think we'll kind of probably will be at tier 7 before we're picking up another loco, and that'll give us the brand new loco. So that should be coming up soon. Give us a chance to start running that one. Probably shouldn't get too crazy carried away here. We do have a sharp turn here. As you can see, the run goes out along the lake here. So just taking a look at the map, we will go along the lake and then kind of do our twisty way up the side of the hill. Actually pretty happy with the way that this line came out in the end. Plenty of alternatives on the way a person could run this. This is just one of them. But pretty happy with it. Ease through here on the edge, and then we should be fine to just kind of keep pulling. Don't need to accelerate too much. It does start out nice and gradual. 2% for quite a bit, kind of steps up to then 3, and eventually does top out at 4.5% grade. Go ahead, open it up now. Let it go ahead and start gaining. Yeah, I really wish I knew if that brake was off. But this loco is the wrong loco to get caught out on. Actually, of all places, this is probably the best place to stop if we're gonna. Let's stop and check that brake. I'd rather do it now than be. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Felt like it. Alright. Now let's pick it back up. Well, we still can. This should be a little easier for the train. It felt a little bogged down there. Here we go. 2% up through this wall. After that, we're going to start stepping up a little bit. So that's a good place to get in your last checks for the haul. And here we go. As you can see, you get a nice look ahead at the rail laid out, snaking its way up the hill, trying to keep the grade down some. And then you do get a heck of a view here back at the, probably slow this down a little bit actually. You get a heck of a view back here at the lake and the surrounding hills, mountains, whatever you want to call them. Pretty good looking view back at where we came. I think it's definitely got plenty extra in the tank to pull it up here. This is where once you hit this steel bridge, now we are at the 4.5%, and it's gonna ride that most of the way. So this is where the pole hits. Looks like it's got plenty. Not flying up the hill anymore, that's for sure, but still making it, and that's what we're looking for. So there we go, using the loco. And a good look at the curves. This could definitely be pulled out more, and you could bring the grade down even more if a person wanted to. You get a nice little couple of nice horseshoe bends in it if you'd like. Just clear most of the mountains. Most of this rail we really have bent around trees, around rocks, done everything we can possibly do to not have to cut down trees. At this point, I think we're still under a dozen trees cut down for the whole for the whole layout, excuse me. So just kind of trying to find the spots. There you go, nice look down at the run. Just kind of something fun, new to do, something I never did a heck of a lot of before. So then here we did just get away with hugging the mountain as much as possible, which brings it around at a nice little curve. Really pretty happy with this run. And I think there's plenty of alternatives in here for people who have the save file to do something different with. Could have gone off this way and come down. Things like that. There are definitely different ways to run this route. So it's going to be interesting to see how that comes out as people do different things. There we go. Now we're picking up speed. Get shot down on some of the ask for the locomotive. Go ahead and bring this down. Don't need to go ripping through here. And then up here we do have a pass through because this is going to go through. We also did put in a loop here. Looks like we are set to come back on the loop. I think I can get that flipped in time. Save us a little bit of time. The loop just kind of goes out here through the trees where it could work. Bobbing and weaving the whole loop. I think, you know, one or two trees were harmed in the building of that loop, but nothing major. So it does just kind of go out and meander through the trees and come back. Makes for a decent sized loop, so it's pretty big and forgiving. But here we go. Alright, let's see. This one's quite a bit of ways away, but it definitely works. And we get paid. That's all that matters. We'll get these unloaded, take a little look around the industry, see how that came out. about halfway done through this layout now. Now we'll just be cruising on through, although we definitely have some of the more challenging industries yet ahead. This one is not going to be on easy street when we get through the mines like the old setup, that's for sure. Oh, one beam, are you kidding? There. We did get it in time. Now unload. There we go. Wait. I suppose because it's sucking them up, and then we have everything we're running on hard realistic right now, and so it's sucking up tons of stuff. There we go. 14 out of 60 beams. We did have to cut one tree out of the holding for the rails there, but we'll kind of take a look around. This is how the industry came out, which I don't know, kind of looks like it's a realistic little shack built into the hill. Covers up most of the Summit River. You can't really tell that it's from Summit River now. And this one, I'm just pretty happy with the way that it's set into the hill. The cable is something that'll still have to be adjusted because the cable is going down instead of into those holes. But, you know, that's the least of my concern anyway. The rest of it, I think it came out pretty decent sitting here. Everything's nice and grounded, nice and straight. That's where it is. And again, we kind of worked our way along the hill. Came up here, or what did we do? We came up this way here, and then we snaked back around and up this bend. So that's kind of the layout that we went with. It'll be nice when we can actually see the rail on the mini map. But I think that's going to be the coal mine run for this one, and I think we'll call it a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.